So, once you find the job offer that fits you in Germany, you will need to think about how to apply for this job in the right way. So you convince the employer that you are the right candidate for this position. Watch this video to make sure that you are in line with what the German employers expect, and you will have a better chance of getting selected for the job. What is the process of applying in Germany? First of all, do a proper investigation about the company and about the job itself. So, read what the announcement says and what is necessary, and then prepare an application folder which includes a motivation letter, your CV, and some annexes. And I will come to that in a minute, telling you what should be included in different parts of the application folder. I have already created a video about how to prepare your German CV and cover letter with tutorial and examples. You will find the links in the description below this video, so make sure to check them before you apply for jobs in Germany. But let me give you a checklist that you need to reflect on while creating your CV. It's important to have it as 1 or 2 pages long max. CVs that are longer than 2 pages would probably not be accepted by the companies. They won't look into a 3 or 4 page CVs. Also, make sure it's always up to date and use the same font and font size all over the CV. It is also important to correct grammar and spelling. So if you have the chance to get it corrected by a friend or someone else, that would be good. In the end, adding a signature will tell them that you know how to prepare a German CV. So make sure to put your signature in the end of your CV. And there is also a checklist for the motivation letter, the cover letter. So first of all, check that all the address and name of the company are correct. You don't want to include a mistake in this part for sure. Then make sure you add the reference number of the job offer, because most of the companies are using automatic screening programs that helps them to filter the documents based on this reference number. So in this case, you guarantee that your application is in the right place. It is always helpful that you adapt some keywords from the advertisement into your motivation letter. Add the current date and signature in the end. And it's also important, of course, that a correct grammar and format is aligned. During your application process, and depends on the job offer, some companies make it simple for you, that they only ask for a CV or a CV and cover letter only. But some German companies ask candidates to submit an application folder or portfolio, what they call it, die Mappe, which can include the following: a cover letter, a CV that includes your picture, copies of educational certificates like the diploma, for example, copies of testimonials or references like the work certificate. These days, companies are happy to receive applications online in a PDF file. The information and documents for an application portfolio are the same if you apply online or you send your application by post, which they don't prefer. Consider that sending this mail can take few days or even weeks to reach them. Plus, most of the German companies try to reduce pollution and do not support this way of application. Just send an email or apply through the company's own form of application. For the certificate and references, all documents that describe your previous experience, training that you had, and references, managers that you showcase as a proof of your experience as well. Make sure to use the most relevant certificate and references with your application. You may need to have documents certified, legalized by the issuing bodies in your home country, or translated into German. Most cases, if it is in English, it is fine. This may seem hard or complicated for you when you start applying for jobs and start receiving some negative answers from companies. I have to tell you that's normal, and almost everyone goes through the same thing, especially if you are applying from outside Europe. Personally, I consider it a healthy experience where you learn a lot about companies. You keep improving and learning more and more how to optimize your application. At some point, you will start receiving positive answers and going forward to the next step, which is having interviews. If you've got as far as the interview stage, you will probably meet with the personnel manager and line manager. Prepare yourself to answer questions about what you do in your current job and what your salary expectation. Do your homework and find out as much as possible about the company. You will be asked questions during your interview. You may also be asked questions about why you want to work in Germany. Be punctual, look interested and try to ask questions. Stay calm, provide examples to demonstrate your achievements. Usually it takes more than one interview to decide. If you get selected, you will be invited for an interview to negotiate and clarify things about the contract and what is the next step for you. And that would be the last step, that you accept and have a job contract that you can use to get the work visa for Germany. I hope you get enough information in this video about how to apply for jobs in Germany. In case of any question, feel free to ask me. If you find this helpful, please consider supporting my channel by subscribing, liking the video and sharing it with your friends. This is all for today. See you soon in the next video. Tschüss!